Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here. So in the last video, we finished off year 2 by making that big trade, sending Josh Norris along with a goaltending prospect to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for Seth Jarvis, who will now join Brady and Tim on that top line. We had a couple of guys get good growth over the offseason. Tim and Brady had a little bit. Chabot grew a couple points, and then Shane Pinto as well. And then going into this year, we have a couple guys that do have expiring contracts. The main ones being Batherson and Artem Zub. So I've looked into what they are going to be asking for. So Batherson wants 7.2 over the next 4 years. A little steep, but I think I can get him down to around here, 6.4, which I would pay for him as a second liner up till he's 32, so that would be fine. And then Zub is, I think, just over 6 that he wants. So again, 6 years, that would take him to his 36, so that would be a little bit steep, but we could always move him if he does start to decline. So he'd be about 5.1, 5.2, which again I would pay because he's still a solid top 4. And then everyone else, Riley Smith, Perron, Shillington, Lowry, Johnson. These guys are all older guys who we can decide what to do with in the off season. So yeah, that is what the team is looking like. I've done all the lines. I'll show you guys the lineup right now. So that's what we're looking like for the forwards. I'll go about a month into the season and try to rearrange the chemistry and the scheme fit a little bit. But yeah, Jarvis on that top line. And then second line looking pretty good with some growth from Pinto, Greg, and Batherson. Third line, Dvorsky grew a little bit as well, which is great. So that's a pretty solid third line. And then a good fourth line there with the addition of Lowry. And Yanni Gourde has moved down also. And then defensively, still all the same. A little bit of growth from Sanderson and a couple points for Chabot. So Sanderson actually really good as a middle pair guy, but not for $8 million. So we're still kind of on the fence with what to do with him. He is still only 24, so 2 more years of growth, and still signed for, I think it's 6 more years. So we're not quite at a point where we desperately need to move him. Like, we're not right up against the cap with guys we need to sign. So have a little bit of wiggle room there, but. That is what we're looking like going into year 3. I've done all the scouting. We had a big turnover in terms of scouts. I got a lot of good like A and B rated guys, so that should be pretty good for the prospects coming up in this year's draft. And then all of the season goals have been done, so I will just check in on November 1st. And hopefully we have a winning record. Okay, so off to a pretty good start to the season here. In the first month and a bit there, we went 6-2-1, which does place us first in the Atlantic, tied for first in the East, actually, and just 1 point behind the top guys overall in the league. So yeah, super solid there. We'd like to see that. Small sample size, obviously, but still good nonetheless. And yeah, goals for per game, and the power play is insane. Only 9 games, but still, that's unbelievable. Goals against is really good, and then the penalty kill, we're still right around that 80, like 79 to 81 point range, kind of where we were last year, but we are a little bit higher overall in the league standings, so still some improvements that need to be made in that regard. Check out the league leaders for points. Brady off to a hot start, 4th in the league for points. Him and Stu both in the top 10 for goals, which is great. No one for assists, but then Allmark 5th for wins. Connor Hellebuck 7-0 to start the season. Let's see how everyone is doing whole team wise. Check out the forwards here. Brady, Stu, and Batherson, good. Pinto, Greg, so that third line is doing really well. Jarvis not quite as good as Stu and Brady, but they're capitalizing on the power play a little bit more than he is. It's tough because, like as we've seen in the last couple years, I want like Jarvis to be that shooter. Same with kind of how I wanted Batherson to be last year, but Brady and Tim both just shoot the puck so much. So it's very much shared, which is good overall for the team. But yeah, anyway. Riley Smith doing well on that second line power play. I've made him the main shooter on that second unit. So clearly doing well with 4 power play goals already. And then TJ Perron, Yanni Gord's bottom 6. Dvorsky's doing okay. But that third line is minus, unfortunately. Adam Lowry is a plus, so yeah, pretty solid aside from that third line, but they are producing decently, and obviously Riley Smith is doing well on the power play. Perron as well with 3 power play points. And then defensemen, let's see. Chabot, he's doing his thing. And Jake Sanderson, man, he's just not doing it. I don't understand. Only 1 power play point from defenseman so far, so that's something to look at, I guess. But this top pair is crushing it, +9 already. And Chabot with 7 assists in 9 games. Goaltending, we should be doing pretty well. Allmark is okay. Mads Sogard, actually, doing very well in his 2 appearances. Yeah, so we're looking good to start here. I will do some of those scheme fit talks and try to get some of our new guys on the same page as Travis Green, and I will be back on December 1st. Okay, so December did not go as well as the first month did. We went 6-6-2, which dropped us to 4th in the Atlantic. Everyone's kind of right in it in the East. About 9 teams within 1 or 2 points of each other. So once again, we're right outside on the edge of that playoff spot. We did have the injury bug hit us a little bit. Adam Lowry went down for 4 games, and then Dvorsky's just been injured, and he's out for about 4 or 5 weeks, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see how we're looking stats-wise. Penalty kill has improved actually quite a bit, which is interesting because Dvorsky is our best penalty killer, or he was on that top line. So that's something to keep an eye on. And then 6, 5, and 5 for goals for, goals against, and power play. 37% obviously was not sustainable, but 27.5 is still pretty great. So happy with how those all look. League standings for points. Alexander Barkov leads the league for points. Pasternak for goals. And Nick Suzuki with assists. Brady and Tim have dropped off of the top 10. And Allmark has dropped off of the wins list, but he is just outside with 10 wins, and his stats have increased a little bit as well. Connor Hellebuck having a very realistic season there, clearly. Okay, so total team stats. Have a look at the forwards here to start. Guys are still doing their thing. That top 6. Jarvis is a little bit behind, but that's okay. But yeah, you can see everybody shoots a ton, and Jarvis is just not really hitting the net, or hitting the back of the net, I guess, as much as the other guys. If he doubles this, right, then we're looking at 10 goals for him as well, and then he's right up there with these other guys. So that's okay, and I'm pretty happy with the way everyone in the top 6 is producing overall. Looks like all these guys will be at least 20 goal scorers, which is great. And yeah, the others, Riley Smith still doing his thing on the power play. That's pretty good for the third line. These guys are minuses, not ideal. Okay. So defenseman, let's see if Sanderson has more than 1 point. Okay, he got 2 points that month in, 14 games. Still a minus. Chabot still playing well. Same with Zub. Yeah, and these guys are not really doing anything. Oh man. Okay. Is what it is, I guess. And yeah, Allmark had a great month. He brought his stats up quite a bit. Sogard fell off a tiny bit, but he's still doing fantastic as well. Yeah, we did get most of the guys actually to agree to the coaching scheme changes. So just have a couple to try and persuade. I will try to do that now, and I will be back on January 1st. Okay, January 1st. So we had a bit of a better month here. We went 6, 4, and 3, which brings us up to second in the Atlantic with a 4-point lead over the Leafs. Leafs, Capitals, Blue Jackets are tied for ninth there. So a little bit of a buffer, and we do have a game in hand on some of those guys. So we're sitting okay right now, in reach of the top spot in the Atlantic, behind the Panthers with one game in hand. So yeah, solid. Dvorsky came back. Brady got injured, but only for like 3 or 4 games. And yeah, here we go. The power play is still doing great. Goals for went down a little bit. Same with goals against, at least in terms of league rankings. The penalty kill did as well, but still about 84%, which is good. Yeah, like I said, second in the division. Leon Draisaitl is now leading points, and McDavid for goals, and Barkov for assists. And Shesterkin leading for wins as of the new year. Okay, as for our team, looking at still kind of a lot of the same. Yeah, Jarvis is up there now. Yeah, these guys are all shooting basically exactly the same. And he's actually, because he was at 7.5 in the last month, so that's great. He's starting to score and get a little lucky there. But yeah, all these guys are doing great in the top 6, so happy with that. Every one of them is now a 10-goal scorer, which is great. Riley Smith and Perron will probably get there as well. Third line not doing great defensively, but they are scoring, so is what it is. And the fourth line is doing all right. Yeah. Yeah, how many games did Brady miss? Just 3 games there, so not too bad. Defensively, Chabot still doing great. Sanderson, no. Gosh, man. I really don't get it. Maybe it's because he's with Bernard Docker. Like, maybe I should try playing him with White Cloud instead. I don't know how much that would help. He's a 2-way, right? Yeah. I think Bernard Docker is as well. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but he is not getting it done at all. And yeah, Allmark, a little bit of a down month. Sogard's still about the same, so pretty happy with that tandem overall. Just have a couple guys to get on track. It's just Perron and Shane Pinto. So I will try and talk with them, and I will be back on February 1st. Okay, February 1st, and good news, bad news. Good news, we had an incredible month. We went 12, 1, and 2, which puts us into first place in the Atlantic, tied for first in the East. And that would be tied for third in the whole league. Bad news is we lost Batherson for about 4 games. He came back, and then Brady got injured again. He's out for a month. So not ideal in the slightest, but we'll see if we can continue this hot streak up to the trade deadline without him. Yeah, things are looking really good. We are top 7 in every single major category. Penalty kill has improved by about 2%. The power play is still hovering in the mid-20s, and goals for, goals against looking very good. League leaders, Draisaitl still for points, Kyle Connor now for goals, and Barkov still for assists. And Jake Ottinger is now in the lead for wins. So in terms of our team, Stu will once again be up there for points with Brady going down. Great season again out of him, and Seth Jarvis has really stepped up. So 2 months ago, he was at 7.5% shooting, and now he's at 17. That's crazy. He's going to be a 30-goal scorer, looks like, which is fantastic. Maybe even 40. Depends. And then Batherson is up on that first line now, I think, with how the lines shifted around. I think he came back and immediately got put in when Brady went out. Brady having a great season before the injury. And then Pinto and Greg also doing well. Riley Smith, Perron are third line guys who are getting power play time, so that's why they have a little bit more points, or a few more points, I should say. Fourth line doing okay. Dvorsky, he's all right. At a net even for plus minus. And then these guys have just stepped in for injuries. Okay, and defenseman. Okay, Sanderson had a good month, actually. I think he was at, 5 points last month, so pretty solid for him as well. He has scored as well, which is good. 1 goal on 99 shots. Love to see it. Chabot having another great season. And Zub is fantastic on that first line. He'll be a 30-point guy, 25-30 points, and a good plus minus, so we're happy with that. White Cloud is doing great on that third pair. Same with Shillington. And then Bernard Docker is okay. I think, honestly, it's just Sanderson. He's just... anyone we play him with, it doesn't really matter any scenario. He, for whatever reason, just not getting it done. 21 minutes a game. So, I don't know. Might be time to move him, honestly. Olmark doing fantastic, and so is Sogard. So we are looking good heading up to the trade deadline here. Once again, we'll try and talk with Perron and Pinto because neither of them wanted to move. I get Perron because he's so old, but Pinto is young, so he should be malleable. But anyway, everyone else is where they should be, where they can be at least in terms of scheme fit, so the chemistry is good. So I will get up to just before the trade deadline here, and I'll end the video there, but I will check back in when we arrive. Okay, so just before the trade deadline here, in that last stretch, we went 8-3-0, so continuing our winning ways. We are well and away on our way to winning the Atlantic. We are tied with the Penguins for first in the East, and then fourth overall in the league. Perron did not want to budge, but we did get Pinto to change his scheme fit, so that is good, and the chemistry continues to improve. So things are looking great. As you saw from that last screen, goals against first in the league, power play third, and penalty kill second. Goals for, we are top 10 as well. So special teams are fantastic. Our defense is fantastic. And we are scoring a decent amount. Things are looking really good heading into the trade deadline. Draisaitl nearly 100 points in just 63 games. McKinnon now is leading for goals, and Barkov assist per game. And then Georgiev, once again, leading for wins because the Avs are just a wagon with Mac and Rantanen still, and Cale Makar also, obviously. Allmark has moved up into not only the top 10, but the top 5 for wins. So he's having another great season, and his stats are fantastic as well. As you can see, 921 and a 2.47 goals against. So let's check in on our guys one last time before the trade deadline. I honestly don't think I'll make any moves just because of how well we're doing, and we can see how we go in the playoffs. Like, our depth is good, I think, and we have the stars, that top six is doing great. Brady has returned as well. He's basically point per game. Stu, Jarvis, point per game. And then the second line, Pinto, Batherson, Gregg, these guys will all be 60-point players, 20 goal scorers most likely. So, yeah, pretty happy with the team, the top six, and then the depth I think will be able to carry us. I don't want to move Sanderson now because the team is doing well. If we struggle in the playoffs like we obviously have the last 2 years, then that will be a potential move for the off season to try and get one actual top two guy on that right side to play along with Chabot, because Chabot is definitely our guy for the future now instead of Sanderson, what I thought he would be at the start of this franchise. So anyway, here's how the rest of the forwards are looking. And then defensively, Sanderson, 5 points in 11 games. So he is improving in this last little bit. Still just the 1 goal, which is crazy. But yeah, Chabot is most definitely our guy. And again, as I said, if he wasn't making $8 million, I would be fine with this. I mean, maybe not, because he does have those offensive stats. Like, you'd think he would be doing way better, right? And defensively, he's great. Speed is great. Just a great all-around player, stats-wise, but it's just not translating to the stats. I mean, he is a plus player, which is good. Bernard Docker is as well. And all these guys with 10-plus points is not terrible. So, honestly, not bad, but just the fact that he's making so much, I need some more out of him. So we're definitely at the point where we are wanting to trade him. Take a look at his value and see what options there are out there for the trade deadline. But as I said, I think we are going to stand pat. Goaltending has been fantastic. Both of these guys are absolutely killing it. Allmark is still that guy at 33, and he'll continue to be, hopefully, up until, ideally he retires at the end of this contract and doesn't want like $12 million at 36, but we've got him for 3 more years. He's still an elite goaltender, and he's proving that in the stats. So yeah, I will be back next video for the trade deadline. I'll take a look and see if there's any guys that catch my eye defensively, but I think definitely right now the team is good. Everybody is healthy. Depth, we're solid, and the top 6 is great. Defensively, we are good. The only thing, like I said, I might want to do is move Sanderson, and then one of these 2 guys, I guess. Get a right-hand shot and then a left-hand shot to fill in here. But that would be probably a couple moves, so that might be something to wait for the off-season. But yeah, that was the first half of Season 3. Things are looking good, but as we know, we have struggled in the playoffs the last 2 years, so we'll see what happens when we get to there, which we will get to the start of the playoffs in the next video. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.